So I'm smelling ketchup, mustard, I hear the barbecue sizzling, burgers and hot dogs. Tell us, Ashley, what we are here for.
So we're here today for the campaign kickoff barbecue for United Way.
Okay, so a campaign kickoff, what does that mean? Can you explain to us the fundraiser campaign that you guys have going on?
Absolutely. So we have a massive fundraiser every year. I'm very new, so I'm still learning about it. And we raise money normally through payroll deductions, individual donations, corporate matches, things like that to support our community.
I know that there's a lot of nonprofit organizations in town that the United Way is very helpful and beneficial to. Tell us some of the organizations that you work with here in Williams Lake.
So this year we were able to fund Boys and Girls Club, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, the Williams Lake Hospice Society, the Food Policy Council through the Child Development Center. And in 100 Mile, we were able to support Canadian Mental Health Association.
Wow, that's a lot of organizations. So I'm guessing you guys raised quite a bit of money last year.
We raised $32,000, and our goal for this year is much larger.
Okay. So I'm guessing today's barbecue is kind of a celebratory thank you to all the past donors, but also a kickoff to this year's campaign.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Well, I look forward to speaking with you more about this campaign, but we're just going to take a look at the next story, and when we come back, we'll talk to you more about the United Way fundraisers. So I'm standing here with Geraldine. Geraldine, you're not from Williams Lake.
No, I'm actually with United Way Thompson Nicola Caribou. So our office is actually based in Kamloops, but we're up here supporting our wonderful staff member Ashley Hyde, who is our local staff member here in Williams Lake.
Yeah. And she's fairly new to United Way, isn't she?
Definitely, yeah. So she just started this spring, but has obviously been in the community for a long time. She's been born here, raised here, has sort of gone through high school and elementary school, so really knows the community well, and we're here to support her lots.
So tell us, Geraldine, what is United Way all about? What is your motto? What is your goal?
Yeah, definitely. So United Way works all throughout the Thompson Nicola Caribou region to really build up communities. So we focus our investments, so all the money that is raised in a community, on three really specific areas, being all that kids can be, poverty to possibility, and healthy, strong communities. So you'll notice that the investments that we do make in all of the communities across our region are sort of focused on those three areas, so we can really make a huge impact and sort of gather all of our resources to really make that difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, one of the key things, one of the most important things that I read on the United Way's website was that the money that you guys raise stays locally. So the money that's raised in Williams Lake stays right here in Williams Lake.
Absolutely. So all the money raised at this event and through all of our workplace campaigns and through corporate donations all stays right here in Williams Lake and the rest of the Caribou. So places like Big Brothers and Sisters, Boys and Girls Club, Williams Lake Hospice Society, and the list goes on and on and on. But yeah, it's a really, really huge thing that we stress, is that the money that's raised in any community within our region stays in that community for sure.
Now, why is that? Why is that so important to highlight?
Absolutely. It's so important to highlight because we want to make sure that our donors feel like they're making a difference within their own communities, and being able to sort of walk down the street and say, do you know what, I made a difference at that organization, and to the people that are served by those organizations, for sure. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're just going to take a look at the next story, but when we come back, we're going to talk to some of the nonprofit organizations that the United Way was able to help out last year. So Ashley, for those of our audiences sitting at home and wondering how they can volunteer, how they can get involved with the fundraiser, is there information online that they can check out?
So we do have a website. It's www.unitedwaytnc.ca.
Okay. Is there a Facebook group or anything else?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page, and we have a Twitter account, and yeah.
Okay. And for other organizations in town who aren't attending this barbecue today, who can't make it for whatever reason, but would like to still get involved with the fundraiser, can they contact you?
Absolutely, yes.
And where?
So my office is based out of Thompson Rivers University, and the phone number is 250-392-8145.
Awesome. So I'm standing here with one of the nonprofit organizations that was able to benefit from United Way's campaign last year. Crystal, tell us how or what the United Way means to you guys at the Boys and Girls Club.
United Way to us is a great organization because it allows us to raise funds to do some of the activities we do throughout the after-school program as well as the summer program. For our program specifically, we've been able to go to a Canucks game this past spring break, as well as we've been able to go camping with the kids to the Vernon water slides. So lots of fun activities, swimming, kayaking, and all those opportunities for those kids.
So I'm guessing then without someone like United Way and their fundraising help, things like camp, things like the Canucks game wouldn't be possible for kids at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, absolutely. We run based off donations and help from the community, so all those activities throughout the whole year cost a lot of money with 20 kids or even 10 on our after-school program, so it does definitely help us keep the kids in new activities or things that they're interested in. So another one that we also fund or is heavily funded is horseback riding because it's very expensive. So it's a lot of fun for the kids and they love it. So
Wow, that's amazing. And now tell us it's hard to get people to donate. As great of a cause this is and as beneficial it is to some of our nonprofit organizations in town, it's really hard to get people to donate their money. How do you guys do it?
I think just showing that the money does go to the kids and continuous support. Some of our experiences with these kids are their first experiences doing anything. Out of our Vancouver trip, there was 3 kids that had never left Williams Lake. So the experience to go away and eat out at restaurants in the big city and meet the Canucks and Finn and all that is pretty cool. So I think just reminding people that it does go to the kids and gives them their first experiences sometimes. So.
And are you guys enjoying the barbecue today?
Yeah, it's good. All the kids had hamburgers, so they're all enjoying it, and they're all loving just being around the cameras and all these kids as well. So.
Yeah, and it's movie night tonight as well.
Yes, it is. So I think some of the families will be joining me and picking up their kids and staying for the movie, so should be good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Crystal.
Thank you very much.
So Melissa, tell us what United Way means to Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
So the United Way is an integral part of the program that we deliver to children and youth in Williams Lake. If we didn't have the support of the United Way, we wouldn't have managed to help so many children. They particularly support our in-school mentoring program, and there's a lot of need in the schools, and we manage it the best way we can, but we can always serve more children.
Right. And I know Big Brothers and Big Sisters was one of the recipients for their fundraising money last year. Tell us, how much did it help you guys this year?
It helped us a tremendous amount because we put the money directly into programming so that we can serve more children, and it helps us provide staff time to facilitate those matches in the schools. So each match takes a good number of hours to set up and maintain, and we govern by a national body, so we have to put a lot of time into one match. And the United Way funding supports the community that way, I believe.
Right. And all the money that they raise stays right here in Williams Lake. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, that kind of support is really, really important to this community because it's addressing social needs locally and it's supported by local dollars.
But it's hard to get people to donate. You know, as much of a great cause this is, it's really hard to get people to participate and donate to United Way. So how do you guys encourage your employees and people to donate to United Way?
So we promote the United Way as an organization that's worthwhile supporting because I think it's the collective impact of the dollars that they raise, because we can't raise the big amount of money that they do. They have connections with businesses in town and big corporations, and that collective impact is what puts that money back into our communities. So the money that we receive, if we had to raise it ourselves, it would take a lot of work.
Right. So this barbecue here today is not only a celebration, not only just a kickoff to their campaign this year, but it's also a thank you back to the United Way and also to the donors.
Yeah. So as the executive director of Big Brothers Big Sisters, I really want to thank all the donors out there who support the United Way Community Fund. We couldn't do what we do without the Community Fund.
Awesome. Thank you, Melissa. Well, the sun is setting down and everyone is getting ready for that movie night in the park tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us, and that just wraps up this episode of Go. And as always, if you have any story ideas or suggestions, don't forget to email us, send us a Facebook message, or even a tweet. And I'll see you guys next week.